Well, good morning, folks. Nikolai54 here on X and StockTwits. Well, everyone, the annual report is finally here, and I have to say that these numbers caught my attention. Today, we're going to break down AAGC's latest annual filing, look at what management has accomplished over the last year, discuss the ongoing audit matters, talk about the share buybacks, and ask one simple question. Does today's market valuation actually reflect what's being built? So let's jump into it here, the numbers. Let's start with the facts. According to the annual report, revenue came in at over $9 million, folks. The company remained profitable, reporting around $416,000 in net income. So looking at operating cash flow, very positive. Cash on hand increased to over $500,000. Let that sink in a second. Cash on hand increased to over $500,000, guys. Perhaps one of my favorite metrics, zero long-term debt. So think about that one. In today's environment, there are countless OTC companies issuing convertible debt, constantly diluting the shareholders just to keep the lights on. Meanwhile, this company, AAGC, is operating an actual business. So it's generating revenue, it's producing profits, it's producing operating cash flow, and it's doing so without long-term debt on the balance sheet. Right there in black and white, we got the filing today on OTC markets. If you haven't had a chance, go take a look, print it off, study it, look at it. These are tangible operating metrics investors often examine when evaluating a business, right? So what's the bigger story here? Now, here's where I think many people are overlooking. This is not just about one annual report. It's about the direction of the company, right? The company has spent the last couple of years transforming what many viewed as a shell into an operating business centered around Hollywood star cuts. So instead of issuing flashy press releases every week, management has largely focused on building locations, increasing their revenues, filing financial reports, right? So that is a very different approach than what many OTC investors are used to seeing. No hype, just black and white. And look, while no business is guaranteed to succeed, I would much rather evaluate operating results than promotional headlines out here in the markets, on X and StockTwits and so on. So let's talk about what could become one of the biggest catalysts that's in front of us right now. That would be the audit. So management's communicated that a PCAOB audit is underway. If completed successfully, that could represent another meaningful milestone because audited financial statements generally provide, investors with an additional level of assurance, right? Regarding the company's reported financial information. So an audit by itself does not guarantee anything about future performance or valuation, but it can certainly expand the pool of investors willing to evaluate a company and may support future goals such as higher reporting standards, right? Thinking about exchange qualifications, right? Is there a QB in our future? If all the requirements are met, right? So that's why so many shareholders are watching this process closely. It's a pretty big deal. We're at the point now, we've got 2 full years of financials rather, that are under audit. Another thing that deserves attention, and this is a big one. So thinking about this is a pretty big deal. The company's disclosed share repurchases. It's right there in black and white, guys, on the disclosure. Again, print that baby off, take a peek, look at it, study it. The buybacks don't automatically increase shareholder value, but they can signal that management believes allocating capital to repurchase those shares is an appropriate use of company resources, right? Think about why would they be buying back shares? They must believe in what they've got coming up, right? That's the whole idea. That's a pretty big deal. For investors, it's just another data point for us to consider alongside revenue growth, profitability, cash flow, balance sheet strength. Again, everyone should read the filings and decide for themselves what that actually means, but that's a pretty big deal for this company. Here's the deal. Market cap. Finally, it's all about the valuation. So, I'm not here to tell anybody that, what AAGC should be worth. That's a market, that ultimately decides that. But when I compare more than $9 million in revenue, a profitable business, positive operating cash flow, over $500,000 in cash, no long-term debt, no convertible debt, ongoing audit that's happening right now, the share buybacks that are happening right now. If I compare all that to today's market cap, we're undervalued here, right? Just on plain fundamental black and white, we are completely undervalued. Whether the market agrees, look, we're gonna find out here soon as things progress. But I think we all know that this little diamond here is going to get found. The opportunity, the risk, investing in micro cap companies. This one here for risk reward is at the top of my list. Look, that's the update, guys. I mean, pretty exciting stuff here to see what's going on, where the company has come to in this latest filing. Very excited about this this morning, waking up to see what this annual was. Again, big growth out of this one. We have many more updates to come, and we'll see how we go. But if this isn't on your radar, if this isn't part of your due diligence as a company, as a startup, as a potential opportunity, get it on your radar. Start studying, look at it, and see what you think. I mean, let me know in the comments down below. Like and share, hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what stood out to you in this annual report. We'll keep watching for the next milestones, including the audit progress. Future financial reports are going to be coming, expansion updates. We've got the acquisition updates coming from the new food service business that's out there that they are working on, and any additional developments that the management releases. Thanks definitely for watching. Appreciate it. I'm trying my best to keep everybody up to date on this gem. And of course, this video, guys, is for informational and educational purposes only. It reflects my personal opinions based on publicly available information and company filings, not financial advice. So I appreciate everybody. Do your due diligence. Go dig in. Let me know what you guys think. And we'll see you in the next one. Have a good day.